You may have heard a lot of people speaking about a business model in 2018 called dropshipping, and that is what I'm going to cover in this video. I'll explain how it works and how you can get into this and make a lot of money in 2018 and moving forward into 2019 as well. There's still a lot of opportunity with this. So let's just get started right away. The basic model of dropshipping is that you have a customer right here and you set up your own e-commerce store using a web service called Shopify, which is this one. So this is Shopify, and it basically allows you to create very easily your own e-commerce store. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically an online shop where you can sell your own or other people's physical products like gadgets and all kinds of things, necklaces, bracelets. And this platform here allows you to create that very easily. You don't have to code anything. It's just a plug and play system. And you don't have to have your own products because we're getting to it right now. You can just get a Chinese supplier to supply you with products without you having to hold any kind of inventory at all. And that is made possible by a website called AliExpress, which is a huge Chinese website with tons and tons of products from Chinese suppliers that are sold at wholesale prices, and they ship to all over the world. And what happens is you can add these products to your store. So you add those products to your store, products, and when people purchase, so when a customer purchases something from your store, they pay retail price. So let's say they purchase a cat necklace from your store. You charge $20 for that cat necklace. Since you added the product from a Chinese supplier that holds all these cat necklaces, you simply go ahead and place an order to your supplier to the customer's address. So you tell them, hey, I got someone who wants to purchase this necklace, and send it to this address. You pay $3 for that, including shipping. And the supplier here goes ahead and ships that cat necklace directly to your customer, and you don't have to talk to anyone. This process right here where you place the order with your supplier is simply pressing a button and it's all done. You don't have to talk to anyone, and you don't have to talk to the customers. This is a very automatic way of doing it and very easy to do. So what happens with the profit here? So you sell it for $20 and you only pay $3 to your supplier for the product. So the difference is 17 bucks is your money basically. So you get to keep the profit here. And this is a very lucrative business model. And the beauty of it is you don't have to have any kind of inventory like a normal e-commerce store. You don't have to buy 100 cat necklaces in bulk and send them from your house. You don't have to deal with shipping. You don't have to deal with any of that. All of that gets handled by your suppliers here on AliExpress. So there's tons and tons of product, like anything, for example, a USB charger. You can go ahead and find that there's 100,000 different USB chargers on here, and you can just purchase them very cheaply and let the supplier send them directly to your customers. And this is actually a business model that has been around for a very long time, but only recently people have discovered a way to actually use this. And as one person, you can start to build your own business and get your first step into the e-commerce world like that. It's a very beautiful business. So I'm just covering the basics here. I'm going to answer some common questions. So is this business model legal? And yes, it is. Of course it's legal. There's a bunch of actually big huge businesses built around this model that You don't even know about that they're having this model. And if you think about it, it's very hard for big companies to have all their stock located in different countries. So usually, sometimes they have all their stock located in China, and then they just ship directly to the customers, just like that. What if the customers purchase directly from AliExpress? Like, why would they go to your store first and then let you purchase from AliExpress and then send it to them? Why wouldn't they just go directly to the AliExpress store? That's a very, very, very valid question. And the reason that they don't go directly to AliExpress is, first of all, a lot of people don't even know about AliExpress. Second of all, for products that we're selling on our stores, they're usually around 20 to 50 bucks, and people are very, very spontaneous when they purchase things on the internet. They're not going to look around and search that much when it's a $20 product. They'll just say, hey, that looks really, really cool, and they'll just purchase from your store. And lastly, they just lazy. They just do what's convenient for them. So if they're already on your store, they'll just purchase anyway. And like so many people are making a killing with this business model. So only that just speaks for why it works. Third very, very common question is, do you have to be able to speak Chinese, or do you have to live in China to do this? And the answer is no. You don't have to be able to speak Chinese at all. Usually, you don't have to communicate in any way with the suppliers, at least not in the beginning. So don't worry about that at all. And most Chinese suppliers here on AliExpress, they all know how to speak English, and you can communicate with them if needed in English in the chat. So that's nothing to worry about. Fourth question is, can this be done in my country? For example, some people live in Asia, some people live in South America, Africa, Europe, US. It can be done from anywhere in the world, and that is a real beauty with this business. If you set this up correctly, you can be traveling the world while doing this. You can be living anywhere. You can have the freedom that you always wanted, which is a real beauty. And this type of lifestyle is really what I like about this business, that you truly can do anything you want while running this business. You don't have to be locked in a cubicle or anything like that. Fifth question is, how much capital do you need? That is also a very beautiful thing about this business, is that you don't have to have a lot of capital. For example, if you want to open up a brick and mortar store, you often have to invest tens of thousands of dollars into rent, hiring employees, getting stock for your products, all those kinds of things, energy bills, which cost a lot of money, and it's hard to run that kind of business. And it's a lot of risk to put your life savings or savings into that. With this e-commerce business model, since you don't have to pay for any of the stock, you don't have to pay anyone to work for you. The only cost you have to pay is the website cost, which is like $20 a year, and the Shopify subscription, which is very, very affordable, and then the product fee, which you have to pay after someone places an actual order. So you get the money already, and then you can go ahead and purchase the product for your customers. So in that way, it's a very, compared to other business models, it's a very, very cheap business to get started with. And I think for beginners, this is the easiest way to start your own business if you don't have a lot of money, and to really get your first step into the online business world or the e-commerce world, whatever you want to do. Last question is this a dying business model? And my honest answer is no. E-commerce is a really growing trend. We've seen a lot of brick and mortar stores that haven't adapted to the new online world with e-commerce, with fast shipping times and things like that. They get blown out directly, and really big businesses actually go out of business every year because of this, because they don't adapt to the new online world where people like to shop online with e-commerce. This is actually the new wave, and in 2018 and moving forward into 2019, 2020, I believe this will be a very, very lucrative business model that will even grow further within the next years. That's a basic explanation of what dropshipping is. So if you have any kind of questions about this business model or your own experiences, just leave that down below and I will do my best to answer those questions. And please leave a thumbs up for this video if you think that this was helpful, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.